Hi Aquarius, how are you guys? I hope that you're doing fantastic. I'm excited to be back. If you have not done so, consider subscribing. I am working towards consistency. It is a dream of mine to be consistent. If you want to check out my website, it's thisheartsvoyage.com. It's in my description. I have where you can book personal readings with me, as well as handmade products to use in your practice. At the bottom of my description are my Venmo and PayPal if you feel called to tip me. Okay, Aquas, we're gonna do an oracle and then see what comes out. What do we need to know for Aquarius? My nose has been itchy today. I think it's springtime. It's about that time. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. Are you guys feeling kind of unsafe with like changes happening in your life? You are a fixed sign, so you do like consistency. All fixed signs are very stubborn. And they like some consistency in their life. There have been some changes going on in your life. Some of you might be kind of worried about safety in terms of like, this gives me finances, or like needing to move, needing a new job. There's something going on when it comes to like your foundations in life. Might be some transits going on in your 4th house. Yeah, for a lot of you, this has to do with like building something stable for yourself. Might be like, again, finances or business. You feel kind of stuck in your head. You are not sure which way to go right now. You really just need to kind of free yourself from what's making you feel stuck. There is some sort of deception going on here, but you know about it. You're not speaking with somebody, or if you are talking to them, like you're avoiding some sort of Seven of Swords, the High Priestess. There's an energy of like knowing but not speaking. You know that there's some sort of like dishonesty going on, or that there has been. If it's not that, the Seven of Swords is kind of like sneaking away, getting away. It's also like a thief. So with the High Priestess here, somebody is might be trying to sneak away from a situation that's been leaving them feeling stuck, especially if this has to do with a Virgo or Capricorn, or like somebody that is a feminine energy, but somebody that you've been in a relationship. You might have been in a relationship with somebody that made you feel really trapped, or for some of you, this can be like a mother you feel very like trapped in your head, codependent with this person. Whatever you've been doing, you've been planting seeds, trying to move forward. Springtime is really significant here, especially around Easter. So like mid to late April is significant when it comes to like looking for stability. For some of you, you've been planting seeds is what I'm getting. Keep doing that. You've been trying to like work towards some goal that, especially when it comes to either a stable relationship or stable finances. For some of you, a vineyard is involved in some way. So you might be like trying to get a job at a vineyard, wanting to start a business, invest in a vineyard. something here, you've been planting seeds. You're going to start to see things roll in for you around, like I said, mid to late April. Whatever you've been working on, continue to do that. Because you've been feeling kind of stuck, like you're not moving forward. But what you're really doing is kind of setting the stage to be freed from some sort of like deception that's been going on, that you've been suspecting. You've either known about this deception or you've been suspecting somebody's deceiving you here. Yeah, for some of you, you've been feeling burdened. I'm getting two different storylines because for some of you, this is the divine feminine here. And she's been trying to work towards, or he, you've been trying to work towards your stability. And as well as somebody's been trying to manifest like a committed partnership with somebody that sees you as like wife material. A lot of people want long-term commitment right now is what I'm getting. But there's a burden energy because you're waiting for things to come in. There is going to be a turn in fate here, so don't worry about that. If it's not a divine feminine, there is somebody, there are two. There's a divine feminine and a karmic that is trying to hold on to somebody. Could be a coworker, somebody that the divine masculine works with. Or it's somebody that they have put in a lot of work with. Could be like a mom, baby mom, somebody that, you know, they might have been married to at one point. This is a connection here where if it's not, it could be like a mother that is holding on to this person, especially financially. They might like help their mom with bills, try to like, I don't know, help their mom find some sort of stability. Their mother is kind of codependent on them. Could also be that the deception here is that this person might be married or might have got somebody else pregnant. I know that that's a lot. Don't like, you know, just assume that's your storyline. Because there's deception. So it might be that, you know, they were in a relationship with somebody, a divine masculine in a relationship with somebody for a long period of time. This person acted like a mom, tried to, you know, do everything for this divine masculine. And that's why they stayed together for so long, is because this masculine was kind of looking for somebody to, you know, take care of them. They felt stuck. Yeah, for a lot of you, it could be a Libra placement, or this is somebody that they were married to. It was a dead relationship that they were just remaining in because of the stability. They had made the decision that they wanted to free themselves because they have somebody else that they're actually fated to be with. This would be a karmic connection here. But for some of you, it's like as soon as this divine masculine tried to leave, suddenly she's pregnant. What did I say? I didn't even look at what was behind the tower. And they made a decision to stay with this karmic because they thought that there was a baby on the way. If that's not the case, there's going to be justice here for somebody. For somebody, it's not that you're the karmic. It's that you might have had somebody that, like, there might be an energy here. Somebody got pregnant by somebody. A divine feminine was impregnated here. And that person was like in their head about making this leap towards you, and that they were being deceptive towards you, this divine masculine. So it's like they might have came in and like promised you the world and told you that they wanted to get you pregnant. You two were trying, you ended up getting pregnant. And then it's like, as soon as you got pregnant, things changed and they kind of like disappeared on you. And so now you're here pregnant, or you've already had the child, and you know, you thought you were going into it with a partner, and now you're being faced with, like, you know, being a single parent. But you're going to get justice for that situation. Don't lose like faith that something positive is going to come out of this for you. What did I say? Something positive is going to come out of this for you. There's a lot of different storylines going on. You're going to end up victorious in this situation, Aquarius. Yeah. There's somebody that's coming in and trying to make an offer towards you. Could be a Scorpio, after hurting you, after rejecting you for somebody in their past. I see that you're seeing the truth here, and it's freeing you from whatever situation you've been stuck in, not able to move forward. Let's see why the Seven of Swords is here. Yeah. For some of you, they made a decision about a child. They had like promised you the world here, but they were being deceitful that they had other options they were dealing with. For some of you, this was a Virgo. So this is somebody that made a lot of promises, but then kind of like would disappear, or they would be really sweet and you guys would like get along really well, and then they would just kind of like ghost you out of nowhere. For some of you, this person got somebody else pregnant and they thought that they were doing the right thing. They thought that the right thing would be to kind of leave the situation with you where it was, to kind of ghost you, not tell you what was going on, and try to do right by, there's a feminine energy, it's like a mother energy. So either, yeah, this is somebody that they committed towards, but they're recognizing here that they rushed into that connection. For some of you, they might have married somebody, but they rushed into that connection and they're realizing now that there's no passion there. And that the only thing that they had in common with this other person is wanting a family. Or for some of you, the flip situation, they wanted a family with you, but it was more so because they like the idea of family, they do, but they lack the passion and drive, what it takes to actually build a solid connection here. This person likes to kind of rush in and out. For some of you, they might be kind of like a player. Could be an Aries or a Leo or a Sag. A Capricorn. I don't know. I know this is like a couple different storylines. For some of you, there was somebody else that they were dealing with, possibly a baby mom. They rushed into a commitment with that other person because they thought that they were going to do the right thing, start a family with this person. There was no passion there. There's not a spiritual connection. It's a karmic relationship. But they felt trapped in that commitment. And they didn't want to tell you what was going on because there wasn't any passion in that connection. It was a dead-end connection that they just felt trapped in. And they knew that they would be happier with you, that they would be more successful with you, but they couldn't really tell you the truth here. So it's like they were sweet and flirty, but this is not going deep with you at all. So they wouldn't allow you to get close to them, but they still wanted you to open up to them though. Yeah, they went cold on you. They disappeared on you, ghosted you out of nowhere. They started giving their time and energy to another connection. They tried to start again with a karmic here. And they thought things were going to move forward if they went back towards their past. And it only ended up in heartbreak because they're holding themselves back. It's an energy of self-sabotage. Trying to resolve things with a karmic relationship. Yeah, because they weren't recognizing their own worth. They've been watching you. Let's see, what do we need to know about this situation? There's some sort of confrontation coming in for you about cutting people off. They've been watching you and they regret what they did. They're feeling the consequences of their actions. For some of you, this is somebody that ghosted you out of nowhere. and they're wanting to come in and talk to you, but they're fearing that there's going to be some sort of fight and you're going to cut them off for good. It's almost like they feel like if you're not talking and it's like unspoken feelings between you two, they would rather have it that way than like actually have a falling out with you. It's like they would rather leave it as a like what could have been situation than try and it not go well. But for a lot of you, they were hiding the fact that they were dealing with somebody from their past. And they're afraid if they're honest with you about it, that that's gonna like ruin the connection as well. But this person is selfish. Because the connection was never serious between you two. And social media is involved here. Did you hear my my candle? Social media is involved. It's almost like you two are mad at each other because it was never like clarified if you were together or not. So somebody might have been like posting on social media that they were single or that, you know, they're on dating sites. There's an energy of like, kind of like not being vindictive towards each other, but like harsh feelings, getting your feelings hurt and then kind of like ghosting the other person or, you know, using that as an excuse not to communicate. Somebody has like very like, you know, it's almost, I don't want to say it's like borderline personality disorder, but this gives me like, you know, black and white thinking that like you do one thing that they don't like due to a misunderstanding and like they're like, oh, they're a terrible person, I don't want to deal with them at all. There's a weird energy here, somebody being like very emotionally intense, but they're not speaking on it at all, which is making it worse. And it's like coming out as like an aggressive energy. They self-sabotage, especially like their finances. So this is somebody that like, yeah, they ghosted you. It's like they ghost you when they feel like they're not doing well financially. But again, it's just another excuse. It's like this person fears real connection here. They have like a fear of getting into a commitment. So it's like, you know, here's one excuse, here's another excuse. That's the hard thing about like having a casual relationship that's not defined though, is you eventually start to develop feelings. And if the other person is posting that they're single, is posting things, it's easy to get triggered. It's very easy to get triggered here. So I see somebody, it's like they're used to very combative relationships though, because their automatic assumption is that this is going to be a fight. And they're dealing with a loss financially, so it's like they would rather not even like date you, but it's just an excuse. It's just an excuse. This person is full of excuses. Yeah, they're playing games here. They're watching you online and they're playing games. It's like this person doesn't want to communicate their feelings, so they'd rather like play all these games and like try to trigger you, try to hurt your feelings by what they post on social media. It's like it's like somebody wrote this person a handbook on how to turn off an Aquarius, and like they've mistaken it for how to win the Aquarius. This is stupid. This person has a lot of addictions. There's somebody in their life that really manipulates them though, because they have like a leadership quality to them and they could be a leader if they wanted to. I don't get this as you, Aquarius. I get this is the person you were dealing with. And that might have been what attracted you to them, is that you could see a lot of times we fall in love with people's potential and we don't really want to accept that this is the person that they are today. And, you know, they're really only going to reach their potential if that's really truly what they want, not because I want this for them and I try to herd them into their potential. You gotta let people be who they are and accept them for who they are, even if like, oops, sorry, like potentially this could be a successful relationship. But where this person is right now is that they're not communicating and they're ghosting. And there is somebody involved here. There's a vicious gossip that's a narcissistic, abusive person involved. It might be somebody that your person like drinks with, parties with. that, you know, gets this person under the influence and then starts feeding them, because I'm telling you, it's like the way that this person is behaving, this is crazy. I'm getting a lot of different storylines, because for some of you, it's not, they did go back to an ex and tried to work things out with an ex, but it's because they wanted a relationship. And the thing is like they wanted a relationship with you, but they feel like you're too confident, that you like have too much going on, that you would never want to be with them. So it's like they got into a space that they wanted a relationship with you, and then they like went and got into a relationship with an ex, because they just got it in their head that if they even tried to have a relationship with you, it wouldn't work. And I'm getting here that this has a lot to do with somebody in their life that is abusive towards them, and that's a very vicious gossip. So it might have even been that, you know, they were having a few drinks with a friend, somebody around them that is this narcissistic, manipulative person that likes to play in other people's lives. They had a few drinks, they told this person about you, how they felt about you, and this person's a gossip, so they just started spewing a bunch of lies to try to control this person. It's an energy that not only did they go back to an ex, they have somebody around them. I'm getting more of a friend energy, or, you know, this could be somebody in their family. They have somebody around them that is very manipulative, is a master manipulator, and they gossip a lot. They like to gossip, and they use gossip as a way to manipulate others. It's like a word magician. They intentionally play on the fears of others to influence that person to use their mind power to manifest the worst. It's a form of energy manipulation. Because if I know that you have a fear somebody's going to cheat on you, and I see that you have a potential like long-term partner coming in, and I want to make sure that doesn't happen for you, I'm going to convince you that they're going to cheat on you. And then I get to, behind the scenes, mastermind, control you and shift your energy to where if you just assume that they're going to cheat on you, you're going to manifest that, because you're going to be insecure, you're going to accuse them of cheating, you're going to ghost them, you're going to refuse to even express feelings to where you were never with this person, you know? That's what I'm getting, Aquarius. This is a situation where you met somebody, you hit it off, and then they just kind of disappeared out of nowhere, and you never really understood what happened, and then you might have heard that they were back with their ex. This is what happened. But the thing is your oracle, everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I'm safe. I'm getting here that only positive is coming out of this situation. Because, you know, at the end of the day, this is all just a lesson. Maybe your person had to learn that they need to learn how to think for themselves and follow their gut, and not allow other people to get in their ear about somebody, to sabotage their own, like, you know, blessings from coming in. It might have been a, like, karmic lesson for you, that although somebody is, you know, has the potential to be a good partner for you, that doesn't mean that they will be, because you gotta, you know, see people for where they are right now and accept where they are right now. And that I can see that you have a lot of potential, and I can hope that you make it there, and I can support you in the best way that I know how, you know, without compromising myself. But at the end of the day, if you don't see that potential within yourself, I'm not your, like, you know, manager. I'm not your momager. I'm not the person that's gonna awaken, you know. You don't want to be somebody's. I feel like Aquarius can fall into this. Who else? A Pisces, an Aquarius, or Scorpio. I see taking on the, like, manic pixie dream girl. Feeding that to our young men, that, you know, their life is going to be humdrum until they run into the kind of like weird, awkward, but like cool, rebellious, and opinionated, humanitarian, cares about animals, Aquarius, and you're just going to fix all their problems, you know. Anyways, that's enough rambling. I'll see you again soon. I hope you liked the reading. Okay, bye.